Good morning. My name is Teresa Micheletti, and this site is called Take What Rings True. And the whole idea is I share my spiritual thoughts, and you keep what makes sense to you and let the rest of the ideas go. You don't have to believe anything I say. So, today I want to talk about putting people in a box. Now, when you first meet someone, you get a first impression of them. So, if your pet, your dog, your cat, or even your toddler doesn't like someone, I would pay attention to that. And I would put them in the be wary box and keep them there. However, for the rest of the people, I recently discovered I have some people in a box and have never allowed them to evolve. I realize that for some people, I have never reevaluated the little box that I put them in. We know from research that males do not tend to have real judgment until they're 25 or so. Yet I have kept kids I knew in elementary school and high school in certain boxes. I received an invitation to a multi year high school reunion, and someone had asked me to inform them if I got any invitations because they never seemed to get them. So I sent a message to this person, and they responded by saying that they were unable to go to a reunion at this time. So I responded by saying, I'm sending angels to help you in all ways possible, which I do, even if people, I don't know if people believe in angels or not. So a couple of weeks later, I got a response saying that your angels are working. And I thought, I didn't even know this person believed in angels. I never put them in the box of believing in angels. And I had to stop. I stopped and thought, you know, I have an impression of this person from high school. I maybe said hi to him in high school, but that's about it. And I put him in this box of neutral, no response. I he wasn't someone I talked to in high school. He wasn't in uh, a group of people that I had real friendly relations with. Not that I would go to all the groups in high school. I remember in middle school there were about six of us that were really close. But when we got to high school, people had their own cliques and their own groups. Well, I'd go visit them in their groups, probably checked in with them every week, but I didn't stay with one clique. However, I seem to have assigned people to different groups, different boxes, and never let them get out of it. I realized when this guy responded with, Your angels are working, that, oh, he could be in my box of he believes in angels. He's interested in angels and how they work or how they could help. And I had never thought about him and his life. I had him in the box of neutral, like not good, not bad, not someone I would talk to. I just like had him in the neutral box of no communication. He's a person I know, but that's about it. And then I remembered there was a small class reunion, not my class, but they invited other classes to come. And he had been there. And I knew from that occasion that he had been ill. So that's one reason that I sent him angels to help him in all ways possible. But I never thought about actually sitting down and talking to him. He may have had a totally remarkable life. However, I had him blocked off as, I don't know, uninspiring, unremarkable, just neutral. No opinion, yay or nay. And I thought, how many people do I have in that box from elementary school and from high school? Especially the guys, because if they don't have real judgment until 25, and some of them are immature, and I wouldn't have had a great conversation with in high school, but they may be fantastic, wonderful people. And I never gave them a break. I never thought about really talking to them. So that's what brought this to light, this idea of I had put him in a box and I left him there. Whereas adult people that I meet, I expect them to change. You know, maybe they have different jobs, maybe they have different experiences, maybe they've traveled. And I would think that they would have something interesting to say. But the kids from high school and college, not, well, college maybe, I don't know. The kids from high school and elementary school, if I put you in the neutral box, I don't think I've ever thought about talking to you. And I'm sorry. So, what about this person? I think at the next reunion, if he's there, I will go up and talk to him and ask him about his life. What's been going on? What's happened? I just found it rather odd that I had put somebody in a box, and I'm sure I put more than one person in a box of neutral, where I didn't really communicate with them. So I put them in this neutral box, probably thinking at one point that they were unworldly or uneventful or uninspiring, unremarkable. And then it's just like, okay, not positive, not negative, just there. So I'm glad that I got this experience so that I could stop and think, who else have I put in this little box of neutral and not allowed them to change? Whereas people I went to college with or people that I've worked with as an adult, I expect changes from them. I expect different things to happen to them. I expect um, reasons to converse with them. So I want you to think about the people you went to school with, elementary school or high school. Can you think of someone that was just neutral, that you didn't really talk to? They weren't positive, they weren't negative. You didn't know if they were positive or negative. You didn't think about them. I just wonder how many remarkable people there are that I didn't happen to talk to. And I did a lot of talking in high school. I talked to a lot of people. But some people just, were off my radar. This guy was off my radar, even when he was in my space at that last little small reunion that we had. I didn't even think about going up and talking to him. Now, I do know the kid that was a bully in third grade and purposely tripped me and caused me to have a bloody knee. Now, I would be very careful about making sure that if I talked to him, that I followed my intuition and to to see, okay, is he still the negative person that he was at that point in time? Or, maybe he was being abused at home or something else was happening that I didn't know about. But in third grade, he was not on my good list. He was not in the good box, talk to him. He was in the stay away from him box and be wary box. And the same thing for all my friends. We would stay away from him and we would uh, be watchful. So maybe I wouldn't have to do that at this point in time after I've been out of school for more than one decade. But it's something to consider. Maybe he is a remarkable person that I could talk to now. But because he was such a bully in elementary school, I would be cautious first. And then there were so many delightful people in elementary school and in high school. And I do have them in the delightful box. One of my friends I've known since second grade, and I've always considered him delightful. Even though he pushed me under the water at the swimming pool when we were in second grade, I still forgave him. And whenever I see him, he brings a smile to my face because I just have this feeling since second grade that he was just a delightful person. So he's been in my delightful box forever. But these other people that I had in the neutral box, maybe they should be in the delightful box, and I should pursue that next time I encounter them. So I was just thinking, perhaps I'm not the only one who puts people in a neutral box and then just doesn't consider someone positive or negative and never engages with them. So I just wanted you to hear about my experiences and think about maybe there's someone in elementary school or high school that you might encounter that you've always been neutral to. And maybe next time you see them at Costco or at the park or at a reunion, you might want to think, oh, I never put this guy or this girl in anything but my neutral box. So maybe I should just engage with them and see if they've had an interesting life or if I can learn something from them. So just a thought. Thank you so much. I'm at my sister's house, which is why I'm in this guest bedroom. I've been taking care of her for a while. So I hope to see you next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I'll have another topic. Thanks. Bye.